Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Sem for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday evening from Hunter. This is high school girls basketball today between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Northern Cass Jaguars. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. You can go online to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Started today. I'm Chase Miller alongside Angie Johnson, and we'll have Abby Weibly running the camera. Taking a look at this matchup for Northern Cass, 11-4 on the season. They've won back-to-back games after losing 3 straight, including a win earlier in the week at Grafton, 59-48. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, their 3-game winning streak was snapped against their rivals in the Kimmer Vikings a week ago tonight, 58-54. The Squirrels' late rally came up just a bit short. They're 7-7 on the season, 3-4 in Region 1 play. Angie, as we take you in, well known here from the volleyball perspective. You also are a Fargo North Spartan playing high school basketball as well. The biggest thing I will put the coach's hat on from this point of view is when you get to a game like this, when it's a rivalry game with Central Cass, Northern Cass, Kindred, Northern Cass, those kind of matchups, how do you try to make it just another game, so to speak, on the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to try to settle the nerves quickly and pretty much just quicker than the other team. They're going to be nervous. We talk about this in volleyball too. You're going to be nervous. All of that. It's just getting onto the court and just starting that run and gun and try to just settle in before the other team does.
The one thing about this type of atmosphere in a game, it's always a lot of fun. It's a big game tonight. It's a 2-point game. It's you get a win in Region 1 standings, you move up the ladder twice. If you lose, you move down the ladder twice. Do you talk about from a coaching perspective with your girls, hey, if we win this one, we're in control of a top 3 seed? Does that ever get brought up during the course of a season, or is it you try to just make it again truly, let's get the win because it's Enderlin, it's Kindred, it's Grafton, it's just the next game, on the schedule?
I think it depends on the group. I think with this group this year, I mean, they know if they win it, they move up 2. They know if they lose it, they move down 2. So I think it's just focusing on that one possession at a time and just trying to take it, slow throughout the game.
What do you enjoy most about basketball? Do you still play the game a little bit with some friends, or is it, hey, you know what, I'm just going to be more of a spectator moving forward here, Angie?
I would love to. I think there used to be some leagues in town that I was a part of, but I am so out of shape now. I can't run up and down the court. Volleyball, I'm there. Basketball, not so much. But it's just so fun to watch and just support these girls too. I mean, I would say almost all these girls are my volleyball players, so just watching them play something else and be successful is fun.
It's Central Cass, it's Northern Cass. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into this matchup a little bit more here on yourliveevent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
As we continue on our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, and go online to Irie INS. That again is IrieInsurance.com. That again is IrieInsurance.com. Northern Cass 11-4 on the season, while on the opposite side, Central Cass at 7-7. A big game tonight going on in Kindred. Valley City and Kindred in Region 1 play. The winner of that game is in control of the Region 1 standings, particularly if Valley City can knock off the Kindred Vikings. If it's Kindred that knocks off Valley City, then boring the outcome of this game makes the region standings all that much more very interesting here this evening. We'll keep you apprised of that going on. Again, Kindred is number 1, followed by the Valley City is number 1, followed by Kindred at number 2. On the bottom half, it's Oak Grove and Lisbon. Then about 3, 4, and 5. You can put the teams in any particular order here, as you have these two respective teams that are squaring off with each other here tonight. Again, you can go to the website, yourliveevent.com, to check out more games throughout the rest of tonight and throughout the rest of the season. And a reminder, the Division A Region 1 basketball tournaments will be from the Shack, and we will have those games for you, all 7 for the girls and all 7 for the boys, on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into our Coach's Corner. We'll hear from Jay Bachman and DC Lucas. That's next on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Northern Cass, it is Region 1 girls basketball. The Central Cass Squirrels going up against the Northern Cass Jaguars. Joining us now from Central Cass, that's their head coach, Jay Bachman. And Jay, as you kind of get to this point of the year with about 5 or 6 games left to play before you get to that tournament, what do you want to see from your team most here down the stretch as we get a little bit closer to the month of February?
You got to start sharpening your tools, right? Sharpening your axe, stop getting those mental mistakes, really cleaning things up. We've made a lot of mistakes that are easily fixable early on, and we've slowly been kind of turning the corner and starting to get in the swing of things more. So really looking for that, just kind of getting ready, maybe getting into your last minute, offense, last minute defense, last minute out of bounds plays before you get into the region tournament. Just to, kind of get yourself in tournament mode.
As we take a look at Northern Cass, what kind of is going to present a challenge here later tonight with DC Lucas's Northern Cass squad?
Well, first Hayden. Hayden Crockett, she's going to try to score 50, right? You got to limit her touches, right? She's going to get the ball, she's going to shoot it. You got to try to limit her best you can. And secondly, honestly, Jensen, right? She's all of 6'3", if not more. Got that long wingspan, rim protector. You got to get her out of the lane somehow, right? If she's going to stand in the lane, the whole night on defense, we're going to struggle to score. So got to get her out of the lane, give ourselves a chance to get to the free throw line to make some layups. I mean, in prior seasons, we've done a decent job of being able to kind of contain Hayden. We've struggled with Josie. She's always gets that 14, 15, 16 points, and we got to try to limit that and, keep her under 10. So those two things are musts tonight.
I know obviously a lot of people are going to key on Liv, and rightfully so with what she's able to do, but it seems like Emery Holland's been able to find her way to get to the free throw line a little bit, get some good offense, and make some hustle plays defensively as well. What have you liked about Emery's playing the backcourt for you here, Jay?
I mean, she's a shooter. I mean, if she's got a look, it's going up. Good shooter, good at attacking the basket, gets to the line well. I think she averages 5 or 6 free throw tosses a game. That's huge. I think she shoots almost 80%, so that's huge. Getting those 3 points are big. She does a lot of little things on offense that people don't realize. Getting open in the corner, setting that back screen. So she's just been a really good force for us on offense. Some games she has 20, some games she has 4. It just kind of depends on the game. She's been really consistent, having 2, 3, 4 3-pointers a game for us these last 6 games. So hoping to continue that and get her some good open looks, because if she's open there, she's gonna knock them down.
Jay, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here against Northern Cass.
Thank you.
Jay Bachman, head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels, will continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this here from Northern Cass.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Central Cass Schools' mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Northern Cass, it is a little rivalry night here in Cass County between Northern Cass and alongside Central Cass. Joining us now from Northern Cass, that's our head coach, DC Lucas. Here in DC, it's crazy to think we're, under a month or almost a month to the day going into that regional tournament. So what's the one thing that you want to see for the remainder, 5-6 games that you have left on the schedule before you get to that Region 1 tournament at the Shack?
I think just continue to work on the little things. I think we're at the point of the year right now. Like we've been stressing a lot on the defensive side of the ball, making sure that we're containing our opponents, showing some different looks, looking at things like offensive rebounds. So it's starting to get to the point where let's start working on these little things, because they're all going to work together when we get ready for the region tournament. Because you got the shots up, you got the dribbling going, but now it's the little things that we got to improve on to get ready.
As you go from there, what stands out against Central Cass here? A team that's a little different, as we've kind of talked about, with a bunch of players, right, with a starting 5 that had a ton of varsity experience. Still have a couple players back that played some different roles, but what stands out when you look kind of at the Squirrels here this season?
Well, they're really good. I think Jay's done a great job there. I know that their record may not, I think they're at 500 right now. They've got a lot of great ball handlers. I know he went with the youth movement, and they're scrappy. When we were scouting them pretty good, and I was like, they're a scrappy team. They're going to keep coming after you. So I'm impressed with how they've been playing and just as a team. And so I think it's going to be a good, like you said, a rivalry night. It's going to be a good game tonight.
As you kind of take a look at your squad here, someone that's been coming off the bench for you, the sophomore, Olivia Olson, Liv for short. What have you liked about Liv's play here?
She has really stepped up. She's been a natural. We always have Addie Winterquist come off the bench, but then Liv comes out, and she's just a little bulldog and has done a really good job of just knowing her role, grabbing the rebounds. And then lately we've noticed that the offensive side is starting to come, and just she is really has quick feet, and we're just watching a lot of momentum there, which helps us for getting a deeper bench as it gets ready for regional play.
Earlier in the week, a win against Grafton. Now it's pretty much region opponents from here on out almost before you get to that region tournament. But what did you like about your squad in that Grafton game on Monday?
I really love the second half. I think we limited Grafton to like 16 points in the second half. I think we really came out. We were tied at halftime, and the girls just really locked down. We showed mixes of defenses in a 2-3 zone, and they just really busted their butts, and they did a really good job. I was impressed with the defensive showing.
DC, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here against the Squirrels.
All right, thank you.
DC Lucas, head coach for Northern Cass, will continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this here on your live event.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Congratulations, Chase, on your award.
Leo at the left wing, couple hard dribbles in the paint, backdoor cut, and a block shot by Sim.
From all of us with your live event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
The Haugo into Bruin territory, 40. Little shake and bake 30. Haugo could go. It's another house call for Peter Haugo.
Congratulations, Chase Miller.
Final segment on our pregame show here tonight, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Central Cass looking to get to 8-7 on the season with the win, 5-4 in Region 1 play with a W. While for Northern Cass looking to improve to 12-4 on the season with a win, and more importantly 6-2 in the region with a win here tonight. Northern Cass 1-4 when scoring 56 or less, while for the Central Cass Squirrels they're averaging 51 points per contest here this season. It's Northern Cass, it's Central Cass, it's Region 1 girls basketball. We come back after this. Starting lineups and the opening tip tonight here on your live event.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
As we come back here, before we get to the starting lineups for Central Cass and Northern Cass, I'm Chase Miller alongside Angie Johnson. Abby Weibly is running the camera with us here tonight at Northern Cass. Final thing, Angie, kind of your keys to the game here. You take a look at Northern Cass, some might say, obviously the size of Josie Jensen, as Jay Bachman alluded to, at 6'3", Ellie Lucas at 6'1". There's no one over 5'9" in the starting lineup for Central Cass. So where do you kind of look at the matchups here tonight in terms of what you're expecting here in the opening first half?
You know, obviously Northern Cass has the size advantage, and they need to try to take advantage of that. But, you know, you can't just start throwing it down to Josie or Ellie, because the other team already knows that's what you're going to do. So they got to move the ball around. They got to be patient with their offense and try to get the ball down low, or at least find an open shot.
For Central Cass here, they'll roll like this. Abby Covervig, a 5'6" sophomore guard. Rebecca Kegley, the 5'7" junior forward, with Olivia Severson, live for short, had 20 points in their loss against the Kinder Vikings a week ago tonight. Ava Cotton, the 5'8" junior forward, and Emery Holland, the 5'7" junior guard as well. So Covervig, Kegley, Severson, Cotton, and Emery Holland here tonight for Jake Bachman, Central Cass Squirrels. Now to Northern Cass, the Jags under the guidance of head coach D.C. Lucas. They'll roll like this. Hayden Crockett leads the floor with 28 points per contest. Also, she has 17 rebounds per game for the junior guard. Addie Russ, the 5'6" senior. Josie Jensen, the 6'3" senior center, nearly averaging a double-double on the season. Ellie Lucas, the 6'1" senior forward. And Casey Fix in the starting lineup here tonight, the 5'4" senior guard. We'll see how Tess is doing. DC kind of said she's feeling a little under the weather. We'll see how she's doing in warm-ups. If she doesn't need to start, we'll see how much we can use her throughout the game. So that is also just a note there. Tess Jalbert in uniform, just not in the starting lineup here tonight. So Crockett, Russ, Lucas, Jensen, and Fix. Again, DC Lucas, the head coach here for Northern Cass. Last thing for you, Angie, how does it feel to be on this side of the camera? Normally you're down there as a coach. Now all of a sudden you're on the opposite side as a color commentator. Any different feelings or butterflies as you hear the music before you get to the opening tip?
Still exciting. Still the same group of girls that I just worked with for the last 6 months. So just excited to watch them, you know, try to get it done tonight.
4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass with a win, trying to get to 8-7, while again for Northern Cass trying to get to 12-4. Jensen in the center circle going up against Olivia Severson. Live again for short here for Central Cass. Just ahead of the 8 o'clock hour opening tip at 7:57, and this Region 1 girls basketball game is underway, but Severson brought it with her in the center circle, and again, if you're jumping, you cannot bring the ball down with you, and it will be technically Northern Cass basketball. So man pressure defense here from Central Cass, something that we expect to see for the majority of the night from both teams. Northern Cass will throw a little zone when needed. Jensen looking back door on the cut for Crockett. Crockett on the baseline here, looking on the interior. There goes the size. There comes the double kick right-hand side to Fix. Back to Rust. Rust looking to spin her way to the paint. Crockett now at the left-hand side, guarded by Cotton. Crockett to the paint. There comes the backside foul. Emery Holland will collect it here, her first, and the team's first.
Really good ball movement to start. You know, they were patient, tried to find an open look.
As the one thing is, you know, a lot of teams are going to try to go against Hayden Crockett and limit her. Again, averaging nearly 30 of the 61 points per game for Northern Cass as Hayden goes to the free throw line to shoot. So I guess always the chess match, if you will, is do you box and one her? You know, do you run a 2-3 zone, try to see where Hayden is, and Jensen. There's only so many different ways. Crockett gets the free throw line for two. On the opposite side, again, Holland has played really well as of late. Severson is number 1A to stop. Full court pressure defense. Central Cass will take a couple hard dribbles. Kegley shot up, and that'll be off. Rebound for Covervig. Kick out left-hand side. Holland, three! Rattle it in. Emery Holland second chance opportunities. And I tell you what, Angie, if Central Cass hits some threes, that can be a difference maker here this evening.
For sure.
Right-handed side with it. Now goes Lucas. Back up top to Rust. Rust looking to go hard down the paint. Nice drive, and we'll have a second foul in 2 possessions. Covervig picks up her first, team second, and Russ will toe the stripe, averaging 6 points averaging just over 3 points per contest here for Northern Cass. Free throw attempt is good. All the points so far from the free throw line here for the Jags. Free throw opportunity number 2 for Rust is good. 4 for 4 from the stripe for head coach D.C. Lucas on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Full court pressure defense. Cotton in the backcourt here, up and over on the pass. Open again. Holland wants another one. That's to be off the long rebound, though. Another offensive board for Central Cass, and they get it for 2. Kangley to Cotton for the 2-pointer. I know we talked about the side for Northern Cass, but it's the offensive rebounds here, Josie, that has allowed Central Cass all their points.
Yeah, I mean, they got to do a better job of boxing out just to get those offensive rebounds.
As we have a collision there between Ava Cotton and Casey Fix, a roller derby girl will be impressed. This will be a foul on Fix. Just wasn't set completely on that screen, her first, and the team's first. So with it now, full court pressure defense. Central Cass in the front court, crossing over, find it, kick out. Severson right wing 3, off. Another offensive board for Cotton. Cotton left-hand side with it now to Severson. Severson looking to drive, block shot, Jensen. But Severson stays with it, looking for the back cut. Nothing there to Holland. Holland now to Kovarovic. Kovarovic with a jab step up the high post. Bounce pass on the interior. Kangley, nice looking move for 2. The Squirrels with 3 different players in the scoring column here for Central Cass. So right now, full court pressure defense. Squirrels doing a good job handling the basketball. On the opposite side here, Northern Cass has collected a couple fouls and got to the free throw line. Turnaround jumper for 2 there for Jensen.
She does such a good job with that shot.
It's tough to block, too, when you're 6'3". I call that nearly unblockable. I don't care what division of basketball you're playing. Holland on the baseline here, looking for it on the reversal. Good-looking move. Lucas with a defensive rebound here now to Crockett. Double team. Crockett finds Rust. Little 3-on-3 now for Northern Cass. Rust interior back to Jensen. Same move and almost got the same result. In and out Kegley with a defensive board. Severson and Jensen running to each other, and they both help each other back off the floor. Cotton on the drive, gets walled off there by Crockett. Back to top, Kovarovic with the skip near sideline. Holland on the interior, taking a dribble. Nice little cut through to Cotton. Cotton with the shot from the right block off the back of the iron and a board underneath. Crockett, front court. Crockett to the paint. Crockett throwing it up, and we'll have a blocking foul. Hayden might have had the wind knocked out of her on her way down as she will go to the free throw line. And Central Cass already pick up their 3rd foul, as that's the 2nd on Holland, 3rd as a team. Angie, what's one thing that you've seen from either side so far that's impressing you most? Is it the offensive boards from Central Cass? Is it the free throw abilities here for Northern Cass? What's impressed you most so far?
Yeah, I would say Central Cass getting, I mean, they're doing a good job of boxing out Josie and Ellie down low and getting those offensive rebounds. That's huge, getting those second chance shots. And, yeah, just the composure from the Jaguars making those free throws, and that one sneaks in.
Able to swirl it on in. We'll have our first tie of the ball game here, 3 minutes in. Right-handed side, Cotton, right wing to Severson. Northern Cass fans chanting defense in the background. There's a 7th grader, Kinley Haug, newly inserted. Kovarovic at the free throw line, back up top. As this one will go Severson. Severson, dribble pullback just inside the line, off the backboard, rebound to Crockett. Northern Cass with their 7 points, just 1 field goal to 2 inside the paint for Jensen. Crockett takes the screen, left wing 3-pointer off the front iron, rebound. Will be tied up with, and will stay to Central Cass, that is, with the arrow going to the Squirrels. Central Cass and Northern Cass understand the, obviously, rivalry game, but also it's a 2-win or 2-loss game, as it's the only time that they're playing each other, as it's not a round robin in terms of playing each other twice, so that adds a little more at stake here tonight. Haug on the interior, able to slip it. Kegley gets the shot off. That'll be short, rebound to Lucas. Ellie with her 2nd board. Russ in the front court now for Northern Cass. Russ looking on the inside here to Jensen. Jensen, nice backdoor cut. Right-handed reverse layup for 2 for Tess Jalbert. Oh, what a honey of a find, and then there's going to be a steal here. Crockett collects it. Crockett spins her way to the paint, off the window, no. Rebound on the inside for Cotton. Ava Cotton crossing the timeline with a head of steam right to the paint. High off the window for 2. How do you do? Cotton has 4. This one's got tempo in it here tonight in this opening quarter. Jensen turnaround jumper got it to go. Well, back and forth, Angie, here. Who needs a shot clock when you got these two teams playing?
Right.
Right-handed side. On the inside goes Severson. Severson back to Kegley. Jab step here. Liv will handle it right at the key. Severson, couple hard dribbles. Jensen will get called for the foul. Jensen will pick up her first, team second, and for Central Cass, this will be their first free throw opportunities of the game. The 5'9" sophomore, Liv Severson, to the line. Free throw opportunity upcoming. And this one will be good. I don't think we've called much in the half court here, Angie. Been a lot of transition game, been a lot of 1-2 passes, get a shot off or get to the rim. Really puts a lot of pressure on the defense on the opposite side. How do you kind of try to combat that a little bit?
You know, I know Northern Cass really likes to run and gun, but it's getting back on defense and then just trying to take a breath and finish out that possession and get a stop. And I think they've done a pretty good job. A couple layups in there, but overall I think they've done a good job.
Other side of the floor, there goes Crockett. Left-handed layup for 2. Give Jalbert the assist. And Crockett with the 2 points. And both teams will throw the full court pressure at you. And a way to get that out of it is to get layups. Crockett looking for the steal. Crockett looking for the score. Right-handed scoop for 2. A timeout here for head coach Jay Bachman. We'll break with him on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass leads it by 4.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Timeout on the floor here with 2:34 left to play in the opening quarter. This timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, supporting both the Northern Cass and Central Cass areas throughout the season. Cotton on the interior. Nice little find to Kegley. Got it. Count it. Bucket good. Kegley now with 4 and 1 opportunity. That's Stockton and Malone for the pick and roll. Foul will come across here for Northern Cass.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication from the Jaguars on that if they were going to switch or stay.
As Winterquist will pick up the foul, her first. Teams throw the old pick and roll, Angie. It's been around for quite some time, but when you run it like that, it can be deadly.
Yeah, exactly.
Free throw opportunity on the way is good. 3-point opportunity for Kegley. She's got 5. And all of a sudden, Central Cass utilizing the timeout, trying to get the steal. And they eventually will. Severson, other side of the floor. Cotton, and another block shot on Addie. So Winterquist will pick up her second, team's 4th, and all of a sudden it's Central Cass with a full court pressure, 2-2-1, as Cotton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I'll tell you what, this region's going to be very interesting a month from now at the Shields Center. Taking a look, and I think the top 5 you can argue Valley City, Kindred, Northern Cass, Wahpeton, Central Cass on any given night. One of those teams can win. Oak Grove has got a plethora of 3-point shooters, and Lisbon, a lot of senior leaders, so you're just never sure once you get to tournament time. But what's the last month of a regular season, Angie, as a coach? What do you need to work on during this time before you get to tournament?
I think it's just fine-tuning all those little things. For sure, making sure that they've got the basics down, so when it gets into those really tough moments, you know, that you're doing those things correctly, and then just trying to, you know, evolve your little toolbox from there.
Central Cass leads it by 1. The 7th grader here with Haug. Dribble pullback 3. Got it! Oh, it's a 4-point opportunity. After the timeout, it's been all squirrels. Go nuts! Haug now with 3. Hayden Crockett will pick up her first, team's 5th. And 19-15 here. What do you like most from Central Cass's perspective, Angie, after the timeout there for Coach Bachman, as it's now an 8-0 run?
I mean, they just move the ball well, and they're not afraid to penetrate. I mean, they know that Josie and Ellie are down there, and they just penetrate and kick it out until they can find an open shot. And so they've been really patient on offense.
Largest lead of the game here for Central Cass. Now it's Northern Cass that's looking for the answer on this pace. We might get up to 80 tonight for the winning team, as both these teams averaging 51 for the Squirrels and 61 for set for Northern Cass as Crockett will go back to the free throw line. Foul comes across on Kinley. That'll be Hogs first and the team's fourth. Well, if you've liked tempo on offense, this is the game for you. 35 points combined here in the opening 6.5 minutes as Crockett now is 4 of 5 from the free throw line as Jensen returns into the game. Second free throw upcoming. Most points this season for Central Cass. They haven't hit the 70 mark. They are in fuego right now. Other side of the floor, it's Cotton. Cotton, a little hesitation dribble. Cotton trying to get by Tess Jalbert. Got the shot off. Rebound to Jensen. Other side of the floor, here goes Crockett. Crockett, ankle cross, right to left, off the window, no. Tess, put back, no. Josie Jensen, and she lost it the other side of the floor. Central Cass to the 10 for 2. Aspen Preen, how do you do? Some offensive putbacks there that go awry, and then there's another turnover here. And for Northern Cass, all of a sudden the Squirrels can balloon this one out to 8. Shot miss. Rebound goes to Crockett. Crockett in the front court. Bounce pass across the paint. Tess Jalbert lost it in a traveling violation. I mentioned the little things, and Northern Cass has had chances, but they just aren't dropping on the opposite side. If you're Central Cass, sometimes it's your night on the opposition here, Angie, and so far for Central Cass, it's kind of been their night here offensively.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't hear communication from all the way up here, so I don't know if they're talking to each other or not down there on defense. I'm assuming they are, so it's just anticipating, too. That's a huge thing.
And Kinley Haug uses the backboard on a high floater. Bring out the Windex. She's got 6. Largest lead here for the Squirrels. Fix gives it Lucas right down the paint for 2. Reese Lavig, gives it to Lucas for the 2-pointer. So Northern Cass able to break the pressure defense. And here we go again for the Squirrels in the front court. Kinley looking for the ball screen. Kinley takes it here, left wing, trying to get by Jensen. Flutters the pass over to Cotton. High arching rainbow tickles a twine. Cotton now with 9, and the Squirrels put 27 points up in the opening 8 minutes. We'll continue after this here on your live event.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Chase Milner alongside Angie Johnson with you here tonight from Northern Cass, and Abby Weibly behind the scenes running the camera. Central Cass came in averaging 51 a contest. They're halfway there and some with the opening 27 points in the 8 minutes. High-low game, Lucas Jensen, baseline turnaround jumper for 2. Jensen now has 6. I don't know how many teams just in the region overall are going to stop 6-1 against 6-3 with that high-low, Angie. That's tough defensively.
Yeah, that is. I mean, and I also have told Josie a million times that she needs to use the backboard, but she proves me wrong every single game, so.
Haug will see it here, other side of the floor. Here goes Cotton. The question is, how much longer can the Squirrels continue this offensive flurry? And, well, they started off with a nice pass to Cotton and a better seal by Kegley with no backside defense. Kegley now with 7. Full court pressure defense. Severson nearly brought it with her out of bounds, but it eventually will be a steal here for Liv. Cotton right-hand side. All of a sudden, now you'll look up. The Squirrels need a bucket to make it a double-digit game. A 1-4 offensive set. Severson knifes her way to the paint on Jensen off the window. Got it to go. Severson now with 4.
Man, if you can score over 6-3, that's really impressive.
As the 6-3 frame able to bring in the front court now to Crockett. Crockett hard to the paint, and that'll be a blocking foul on Preen. Aspen will pick up her first, team's first. What have you liked most, even though Hayden Crockett has 9. What do you like most in terms of what Central Cass, which is crazy to say, when a player has 9 1/4, that they're doing a good job because she's done the majority of her work here, Angie, from the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, they're shutting her down on the outside so she can't get a shot off, which is smart, and making her drive in. I mean, she's doing a good job of getting to the free throw line, but, I mean, her game is out on that perimeter, so if you can shut her down, see what kind of difference it makes.
Crockett makes the first. Second free throw attempt is off the mark. Rebound, Jensen. Putback got it. Josie Jensen, 8 points and 3 rebounds here in the opening half. And that 10-point deficit now trimmed to 7. But it's got to start here from a Northern Cass perspective. And even Central Cass, the defense has not been overly great for either club, but get a lot of credit to the shot selection for both teams. As here's a shot. 3, rattle it in. Go underneath the screen, and Kenley Haug makes you pay. She's got 9 off the bench. Jensen, Lucas, stolen away, and then right back to Rust. Rust will see it on the left baseline. Back to Crockett. Crockett from 25 feet. Got it! Hayden Crockett now with a baker's dozen. Well, there's the answer, right?
There's the answer. I mean, that's going to create a bunch of opportunities for other people if they're going to have to close out on her.
With it is Preem, back up top to Kegley. Rebecca looking for a teammate, taking a couple of dribbles by Lucas. Right-hand side, Severson. Shot clock, which we haven't really talked about tonight, makes its way to 15. Severson, partially blocked jumper by Jensen, eventually goes to Tess. Jalbert up the other side of the floor goes Rust. Rust will handle it here, right-hand side to Lucas. Lucas looking for a teammate. Jensen posting up on the interior. Turnaround jumper off the back of the rim, and a rebound here to Severson. And something we haven't said too often tonight either, a little slowed down pace here in this second quarter.
Yeah, maybe a little bit tired.
Left-hand side, Severson. Severson, she'll shoot the left wing, knuckle 3, no. Rebound, good board here on the interior by Tess Jalbert. Jalbert will utilize this screen and will have a foul, as the foul will be with Cotton. Ava will pick up her first and the team's second. Oh, it was 27-19 after one quarter play. Central Cass 7 points in the second. The 3 by Kenley Haug is kind of the highlight. While Northern Cass so far in this second, they have scored in their own right 8 points. The 3 by Crockett is the highlight here, and Hayden will handle a rock. Hayden block shot by Cotton. That's been a fun matchup tonight with Ava Cotton guarding Hayden Crockett. That's going to be curious who else Jay Bachman might throw at Hayden throughout the evening here, Angie, defensively.
Yeah. I mean, got to find somebody that can keep up with her. She's an Energizer bunny for sure.
Also, Jensen gets a good look on the inside. Kenley Haug eventually gives it to Ava Cotton to come up with the board. Now Cotton in the front court, right-hand side, Kovervik. Kovervik on the baseline looking for a teammate. Back up top as this will be in the hands of Rebecca Kegley. Now to Haug. Haug between the legs. Back to Kegley. Becca here taking a couple of dribbles, spinning her way. Shot is going to be off and short. Liv Olsen in the game here for Northern Cass. Rebound comes down to Hayden Crockett. Crockett with her third up and over on the floor. Eventually it's a turnover and a foul. 7 turnover here for Northern Cass. Foul will be coming across the way, as this will be their first of the quarter. This will be with Liv Olsen, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. It is a 7-point lead for Central Cass.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we come back here, again, 34-27 Squirrels after the timeout, brought to you in part by Bank North with DC Lucas. That's his first. 1-4 set continues. Cotton looking for the backdoor cut. Nothing there. Right-hand side now to Kegley. Kegley on the interior to Preen. There comes the help. Preen looking for a cutting Kovervik. Kovervik goes up and gets fouled. That's either be on Jensen or Crockett. And the foul will come across on the latter part of Hayden. That's a large one, her second, team second. And Kovervik, well, when you come and help, someone's got to cut to get open. And Kovervik did that perfectly there, Angie, as she gets rewarded with free throws.
And they've been doing that well all night so far. They've kind of picked those little pockets and able to find each other.
As for Central Cass here, Addison Hushka, the 5'3" sophomore, will check into the game. Ava Cotton is in alongside with Severson here, and you have as well in the contest Hushka and Aspen Preen. Free throw opportunity number 2 here for Kodvig is good. Rieslavig checks in for Northern Cass. This 2-2-1 has caused some problems so far. Winterquist able to break it this time to Crockett. Crockett bounce pass on the interior, spinning. Shot going to be off the mark, no good on the shot there by Olsen. Rebound comes to Severson. Bounce pass right-hand side, taking a couple hard dribbles down the paint, kick to Cotton. Cotton at the left elbow, going to the right, block off the window for 2. Ava Cotton in double digits with 11. Central Cass has been a buzzsaw to Northern Cass's defense so far. Everything that could go wrong defensively almost feels like it might be going wrong for Coach Lucas's team here in the opening minutes of this second quarter. Now Severson left-hand side to Hushka. Hushka lost it for a moment on the floor here. Northern Cass trying to get it. Eventually it'll end up with Ava. 11-point lead for the Squirrels. Cotton wants a 14-point lead. Three-pointer, no. Long rebound eventually in the hands of Central Cass. Right now the offensive rebound, it's Central Cass winning that battle here. Quite frankly, Angie, that's the story of this game. As much as Central Cass is a little undersized, they're doing a good job minimizing second chance from a Northern Cass perspective, but they are cashing in on the second chance perspective in their own right offensively.
Yeah, and Northern Cass did a good job boxing out. They just didn't have anybody that quite was ready to go for the ball. So it's just kind of putting those together. I know the parents were yelling hold. I don't know if something else was going on under the basket too, but
Winterquist will get fouled the other way. This is the one thing Northern Cass has done well tonight, though. When they've broken the press, handled the basketball, they have been to the free throw line a ton, as this will be free throw opportunities 11 and 12 here of the opening half.
and that's huge. If they can put them in, that's huge. You know, they're free, so you might as well make them.
First free throw attempt is good. I had an old traveling basketball coach,
Yep.
John May and Pete Santiago.
Yep.
I would say that all the time when he missed a free throw. Chase, what are they? They're free.
They're free.
I don't need to finish the sentence after that. As Winterquist will try to hit free throw attempt number 2 as Rebecca Cagley comes in. DC Lucas has played 9 so far tonight for Jay Bachman. He's played 8. Winterquist goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. And Northern Cass has shot well from the free throw line so far. They made 10 of them out of their 14 opportunities. Kavervig, right pocket, 3! Rattle it in! Kavervig with the triple. There's the X Factor 2 with the 5th 3 for Central Cass here in the half. Tess Jalber, bounce pass, Winterquist jumper from 10, got it. Winterquist has 4, but the question is, can Central Cass get to their season average in the first half? They're 10 points away. Cotton in the front court, guarded by Lucas. Up top as that'll be to Severson. Liv with the jab step, jumper just inside the line, got another one. Severson buries one from deep. I know the 3-point line is 19-9, but that was 18-9. As we go to Crockett. Crockett weaving her way to the 10. Floater, no. Rebound, Hayden. Putback, yes.
Hayden just has so much body control. It's just crazy to watch her weave through 4 people and get to the basket.
And you can argue she's one of the better rebounders, not at her guard spot, just rebounders in general in the game of basketball. Here in this division, as Severson will see it now, but the Squirrels lead by 10. Cotton left-hand side, now the left wing. Cagley will work it here between the circles. Back to Severson. Severson lost it, and it will be off a Liv. Turnover, number 5 here for Central Cass as Kinley will check back in.
I mean, you can see what Central Cass is trying to do. They're trying to get everybody out of the lane so that they can penetrate and go up and try to draw a foul or kick it out for that 3. So
what's going to be the chess game as this goes into the second half? Jumper here on the way. Well, that helps. Ellie Lucas with a triple. That's the second one of the quarter here for the Jags. They're back within 7. Neither team is wasted in terms of anything on the shot clock here tonight. If you got the shot, they're going to take it. Cotton looking on the interior. Cagley trying to get by Jensen. Leaves it right-hand side to Severson. Severson, dribble, pullback 3 on the way. Off the front iron and a board comes down to Lucas, her 3rd. Northern Cass, a bucket here to make it a 1-possession game. Right-hand side to Tess. Jalbert with Winterquist posting up on the interior, gives it now to Crockett. Crockett from 26 and a half. And this one will be off the top. And it'll be out of bounds. So Crockett will check out, coming in will be Fix. Over here, Jay Bachman, something that we haven't said much of tonight. You can hold the ball for nearly the final shot here of the half if they desire.
If they want to, yeah.
We'll see what they do as they continue to run that 1-4 pick and roll set. Right-hand side, Kegley lost it off a shoe of Tess. Right here to Ava. Cotton jumper from 15 off the backboard. No. Board comes down to Lucas, her fourth. Lucas doubled up here, and there's a foul. Kinley will pick up her second, team's fourth. So the last one the Squirrels had to give, as Jay Bachman will make a substitution here as Preen will check in. Also coming in for Northern Cass to beat Liv Olson. As much as Central Cass has played efficiently well on the offensive side, Angie, a bucket here for Northern Cass to only be down by 5 or 4, I think from a Jake perspective, you would take it, and considering how well that Central Cass has shot the ball here in this opening half.
Yeah, I mean, it also gives you a little bit of momentum and a little bit of a spark heading into that second half. So I think if they could just calmly move the ball.
Lucas moves it inside. Jensen, spin, turnaround jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound goes Crockett, put back before the horn. That's going to go short. That's how we'll end our first half of play. It's been an up and down track meet here tonight at Northern Cass. 43-36, our halftime show, brought to you in part by Johnny Jorgensen and the crew at Hunter Insurance, is coming up next here on your live event.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
So we come back here on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency, dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests, whether it's from crop, hail, farm, commercial, or home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. Update for you from Kindred. The Vikings 50, the Valley City Highlanders 41, also in a high-scoring game with 2:30 left to play in the third quarter. That's a large game because if Valley City wins, they're well in control of the Region 1 standings. If Kindred wins, all of a sudden it starts getting tied up a little bit more here in this one. Chase Miller, Angie Johnson alongside with Abby Weibly here. And Angie, just taking a look at the first half again, Central Cass on pace for 86 points here offensively if they can do what they did in the first half. Well, for Northern Cass, they're on pace for a high-scoring day, too, with 72 at this point. I guess what's impressed you most from either a Jag or a Squirrel perspective?
You know, just looking at the Squirrels, Haug is I mean, only a 7th grader, and she is impressive out there. I mean, she's taking on Hayden and Josie and all those girls, and she doesn't even look like she's breaking a sweat. So, and I mean, and she can shoot the ball well too. So, just impressed me. And then on the Jaguar side, Ellie Lucas is doing a great job getting those defensive and offensive rebounds. You know, at the beginning, the Jaguars were struggling a little bit, but Ellie kind of decided she was just going to step up and get it done, and she's been doing a great job.
And then from that perspective, is there any part of the area that needs to be, so to speak, if you're at the half, some adjustments? Obviously, I think from a Northern Cass perspective, it's minimizing the offensive rebounds for Central Cass. Central Cass might be like, well, let's not foul as much and put Northern Cass to the line. But outside of that, Angie, what kind of stood out to you in the opening 16 minutes of play?
You know, I think the Jaguars have been getting really good looks down low. It's just they're not going in. So hopefully they keep their confidence up and they keep shooting and keep moving that ball so that everybody can get good looks. But like you said, I think, you know, especially on defense, they're going to have to make sure that they're watching the help side, that they're helping out, and they're just working hard to make sure that the squirrels aren't getting those easy buckets.
Give credit to where credit's due. Jay Bachman kind of said earlier on the night going, hey, if we can play like we did the last quarter against Kindred for the rest of the year, we're going to be in a lot of games whether they win or not, and they're kind of bringing that last quarter here tonight against Northern Cass. We'll continue on our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show after this as the Jags are down by 7 against the visiting Central Cass Squirrels.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Because far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests, it's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
As we're back here on YourLiveEvent.com, let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard as well. Also tonight on Your Live Event, Fargo Oak Grove leads the Lisbon Broncos 43-20 in Region 1 girls basketball. Again, Oak Grove 43, the Lisbon Broncos 20 from downtown Fargo. Josh Boyko with you on the call in that one. Take a look at the first half numbers. Central Cass 27 points in the first quarter of play, 16 in the second. For Northern Cass, 19 points in the first quarter and 17 points in the second. Team numbers go like this for the Squirrels. 5 players, make that 7 players in the scoring column. They're 8 of 8 from the free throw line with 5 threes, 10 rebounds with 5 turnovers. For Northern Cass, they're 10 of 12 from the free throw line in their own right. 6 players in the scoring column, 2 threes, 16 rebounds with 8 turnovers. Central Cass individually led by Ava Cotton with 11 points. She's 2 of 2 from the line. Cotton also 5 rebounds, has had a really nice evening. Kenley Haug off the bench with 9 points, 3 threes here for head coach Jay Bachman. From there, the 7 points of Rebecca Keegley. 6 points here for Liv Severson, 5 for Abby Coverbig. And then you also have 3 points for Holland and 2 points for Preen. Again, the Squirrels with 11 of Cotton and the 9 of Haug. For Northern Cass, 15 to lead the floor for Hayden Crockett on 6 of 8 shooting from the free throw line. Crockett 15 points with 5 rebounds. 8 points for Josie Jensen with 3 boards. From there, 5 points for Ellie Lucas and 4 rebounds. 4 points for Addie Winterquist off the bench. 2 points for Rust and 2 points here for Tess Jalbert. And Northern Cass led by the 15 of Crockett and the 8 of Jensen. After tonight for Northern Cass, they will host the Kindred Vikings next week on Tuesday. A doubleheader right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Girls at 6, boys will follow, then make their way to Fargo Oak Grove a week from tonight. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, they will host Fargo Oak Grove on Monday night here on Your Live Event, then travel to Wahpeton a week from tonight on Thursday. The Squirrels 7-7, Northern Cass again at 11-4. That does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by our friends at Hunter Insurance. For more information, you can go to HunterInsuranceAgency.com. Let Johnny Jorgensen and the crew at Hunter Insurance Agency take care of you. Second half action will return. The Squirrels lead it by 7 over the Jags in Region 1 girls basketball.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
And that does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Chase Miller alongside Angie Johnson, Abby Weibly running the camera. Angie, biggest thing that you want to see, whether it's from a Squirrel or Jake perspective, what's the one thing you want to see here in the opening couple minutes after some of the adjustments here at the intermission?
You know, I want Central Cass to keep continuing to, pull everybody out. I mean, that's worked well for them, getting everybody out of the paint and driving and kicking it out. And I just really want to see Northern Cass, maybe play a little bit better help side defense and then just keep getting to the free throw line. If that's how you're going to get your points, that's fine, but just making sure that they're continuing to be aggressive and put the ball away.
Well, being aggressive and putting the ball away is Severson right on cue from a Central Cass perspective there. Central Cass will come out man pressure defense. Northern Cass, where will they go with it? Lucas, 16-footer on the way, in and down. Lucas now has 7. Full court pressure defense. Crockett looking for it. Crockett making her way. Left-handed scoop off the window. Nearly got it, and a board to Covervig. Tesh Jalbert starting this second half of play with Crockett, Russ, Lucas, and Jensen. And Crockett will pick up the foul as she trying to wall off Cotton. And that's large. That's, right as Angie said, her third. Holland, Cotton, Covervig with Severson and Cagley here to start the second half for Central Cass. That's their starting 5. Severson on the baseline. We'll see how Central Cass tries to go on Crockett again with those 3 personal fouls now. Cagley makes her way to left block. Help comes, kick out. Holland 3 off the front iron and a foul on Cotton. Ava will pick up her second and the team's first.
Good box out there from Crockett. A little scary.
It's been a good battle both offensively and defensively tonight between Cotton and Crockett. They're guarding each other. They're trying to score. Left-hand side getting her hand caught. That's going to be Emery Holland. Her third now, and team second. At the half, it was 43-36. Both teams straight opening field goals here in the third quarter. Open left baseline, rainbow three for Crockett. That'll be a long rebound here to Ava Cotton. Cotton with her 6th board, left wing. We'll see it, and a blocking foul on Tess Jalbert. Tess will pick up her first and the team's second. As basketball leaves the gym, and you just have that feeling here, Angie, where if it's a 6-0 run for Central Cass, could they kind of start separating between Northern Cass? If it's a 6-0 run the other way, as Cotton able to knife her way to the paint for 2, now has 13. If it's now a 8-2 run, as an example for Northern Cass, they're right back in and put some pressure here on the Squirrels. Question is, who's going to go on that run here as Central Cass looking to trap. Rust on the baseline. Leaves it now to Crockett. Crockett at the free throw line, inside to Jensen, and we'll have a foul on Kegley, her first, and the team's third. All of a sudden, some valuable players picking up some fouls early in this one, and also with that new rule this season where you go to 5 to the double bonus, Central Cass only has one more to give here in the quarter, and there's the one that it gives. Severson will pick up the foul, her second, so for the remainder of this quarter, if there is a foul, Northern Cass would be heading to the free throw line. That can be a big advantage point.
Yeah, that's huge.
Jensen, her first free throw attempts of the evening, buries the first.
I'm still not used to quarters. I played halves, so it's a learning process.
It's a little different. Again, in the EDC, WDA, you play halves with a 30-second shot clock, and now in A and B divisions here this season in North Dakota, 8-minute quarters with 35-second shot clocks, and again, 5 fouls. You shoot the double bonus. Good take by Severson. Jensen clears the miss. Crockett with a full head of steam. Left-handed layup. Can't get it to go. And Kegley comes up with the loose ball. Left-handed side. Severson on the interior. Block shot. Jensen. Severson rips it through to Holland. Holland with a dribble back to the top of the key. Coming there is Kegley. Shot going to be off and a rebound to Tess Jalbert, her fourth. Crockett. And the Jags looking for a field goal to make it a 2-possession game. Turnaround jumper. Jensen got it. Well, right on cue, Jay Bachman said he was worried about Jensen, and rightfully so, as she has 11 so far here for Northern Cass. Lucas trying to get the steal. Slip right-hand side. Cotton ripping it through, taking a dribble. Lucas comes on the help. Now to Emery. Holland back to the right of the key. Central Cass reverse it to Severson. Severson looking to get the shot off over Jensen. Cotton trying to post up on the inside. Nothing there. Holland making her way. Shot clock to single digits. Interior goes Kegley. Kegley with the spin and count it. Patient offense leads into an and one. Lucas gets tabbed with a foul. Kegley with 9, a chance to make it 10. Lucas picks up her first and the team's third. And Angie, that's the first time we've really talked about patience offensively for either team tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Obviously, I was hoping they'd get the stop, but.
And right now here, where does Northern Cass go? Again, Jensen and Crockett, they have combined so far here with 15, 11, 26 of the 41 here for Northern Cass. Where they go offensively? Lucas, we've seen hit a 3 here tonight. Tess Jalbert, and we'll have an inadvertent kick. Tough one there as Lucas just kind of has a little bit of a laugh in her own right. It's an inadvertent kick there from Northern Cass and Central Cass, and they will talk about it here to make sure, was it a kick off of red or was it a kick off of white? From our untrained eye, Angie, it looked like it was just an inadvertent kick off of Ellie right there.
For sure, Ellie, yep.
That's a tough one as they will reconvene and then also readjust the shot clock here. So Northern Cass will handle the basketball in the side. This will be to Crockett. Crockett takes a couple dribbles, 12-footer on the way for 2. Aiden Crockett with 17 and a timeout for D.C. Lucas. We'll break with him here on your live events.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. They take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities that they serve. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go to ibanknorth.com. After the timeout from DC Lucas, right baseline 3 for Central Cass. Reynolds in and out. Rebound to Crockett, her 6th. Update for you from Kindred. It's getting late. 2.5 left to play in the fourth quarter. Vikings lead it by 4 over the Highliners in Region 1 girls basketball. Lucas, left-hand side. There goes Russ. Russ, nice little slip pass inside. Jensen for 2. Nice little pass by Russ to Jensen. Give her the assist, and Jensen now with 5 in the quarter.
They were a little bit more patient there. They held on to the ball. They didn't try to get rid of it right away.
Crockett trying to get the steal. Zone defense from the Jags. Cotton right wing. Hey, there's the answer. Ava Cotton now with 16 points. Back to a 7-point margin here. Jags with Crockett looking for it on the interior. Jensen taking a hard dribble, trying to get the shot off over Severson. Does. Rebound tapped out in the hands of Cotton. Cotton working on a double-double. That's her 8th rebound. Cotton in the front court, right-handed side. Nice little cut. There goes to Kovacic. Kovacic making her way around the paint. Severson, now to Holland. Holland, driving kick. Cagley, back to Cotton here. Cotton nearly walked, and she did. Just brought the pivot foot a little bit more as Hogg will check in and preen, and Winterquest will come in here for Northern Cass. So here's that, again, chess match, right? DC Lucas calls a timeout. He throw a 2-3 zone, see if he can get them off kilter, while Jay Bachman now comes back with that 2-2-1. Right-hand side, Tesh Jalbert finds Winterquist inside Jensen. Jensen turning off the window, no. Rebound tapped down the hands of Kinley. We'll see it here in the front court for the Squirrels. Their season high 69 against Dunseith in the Valley City Shootout on December the 28th. Cooled off a little bit here in this third quarter at the pace they were at. Again, scoring 43 points in the opening 16 minutes. Trying to change that is Preen. Bree, right on cue. Preen tickles a twine. She's got 5. Back to a 10-point margin here. Crockett in the front court. Hayden takes the screen. Crockett will shoot the 3. Long rebound. Winterquist able to get the power dribble off the window. And Northern Cass has had a ton of great looks here tonight inside the paint. But there's a lot of X's instead of circles. As Cotton drives to Haug. She'll launch. She'll shoot. Off the back tab. No rebound. Winterquist. Winterquist finds Crockett. They got numbers here. Crockett will make her way to the paint. Floater got it for 2. 19 points, but Angie, I think you alluded to it on the halftime show, saying, hey, Northern Cass has got good looks, just half of them haven't gone down so far, and we've seen that here in the third quarter again.
Yeah, and just trying to get that offensive rebound. I think right now we're kind of relying on the ball going in instead of waiting until we know. As
Ava Cotton inadvertently trips for a traveling violation here, so for Northern Cass, Liv Olsen will check into the game. Central Cass perspective here, you've already hit 7 threes in the contest. Ava Cotton has 16 points to lead the Squirrels. Crockett's pass intercepted. Oh, nice find. Right to Cotton for 2. Give Haug the assist.
This Central Cass team is very good at anticipating where that ball is going to go.
And you can tell the confidence is building in this game as well. Rust, left-hand side, now to Crockett. Right wing, she'll shoot a 22-footer. In and out, no rebound. Eventually in the hands of Preen, and we'll have a foul. Rust will get called for the foul. This will be Addie's first, team's fourth, so it was the last one to give. And the other thing, too, that Central Cass has done well, Angie, it was about at the 6:30 mark where they picked up their 4th team foul. Northern Cass unable to take advantage of that to get to the free throw line to hit some freebies. Cotton guarded here by Reese Lavig. Cotton at the left wing. Back up top now to Severson. Severson drive, lost it for a moment, gains the ball right back, and will have a jump ball in the arrow, makes its way towards the Jags.
You know, if I ever had to be guarded by Reese Lavig or Tess Jalbert, I think I would just hand them the ball and let them take it. They are menaces on defense.
As I told DC Lucas earlier this season at the Barnes County Tournament, Reese Lavig kind of reminds me of a bulldog in a nice way, right? That's what you want from that defensive perspective.
Yeah, she face guarded, I think, somebody from Valley City one game, and it was, I don't even know.
Shot by Jalbert's going to be off the mark as it's going to go to Central Cass. And if you're the Squirrels, you fended off the Jags here tonight. You know, Northern Cass got it back within 5, then boom, here's a 3, bang, there's a, steal and score. And give credit to where credit's due. Central Cass, they've had the answer so far here tonight. Squirrels with Preen, right-handed side, gets walled off, looking back door on the find to Kegley. Ball tapped out of play off of the Jags. Again, large game, you win, you earn 2 wins in the region because it's the only time these two teams are playing against each other. While everybody else in the region is playing each other twice, you lose and it's essentially 2 losses. Squirrels with Haug here between the circles. Kinley, left-hand side. This will go to Hushka. Hushka taking the ball screen out at Cotton. Cotton, high post touch in the hands of Kegley. Kegley gives it to Ava. Left wing 3. Got it! Ava Cotton buries another one. Her third 3 of the game. 21 on the night for Cotton. Left-handed side goes Crockett. Crockett with the ankle cross. Crockett making her way around the horn. No rebound. Crockett and Winterquist just ran into each other, so it'll go in the hands of Haug. Kinley in the front court here with the game clock making its way to 8 seconds. Back to Cotton. Cotton gives it right-hand side to Kegley. Kegley, we'll see it be with Crockett for a steal, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. Central Cass with a 17-point quarter. Northern Cass with an 11-point quarter. Back after this with the final 8 minutes on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Central Cass 60, Northern Cass 47. The Jags very much within this game. However, as this continues, the least amount of empty possessions can you have? You need more defensive stops. Well, for the Squirrels, Holland, there's a foul as Northern Cass will be bringing in Carly Ryder. Here, the 5'5 freshman. She'll pick up her first and the team's first of the fourth quarter. So DC Lucas going a little bit deeper to the bench, playing now 10 here tonight, while Jay Bachman has stayed with his 8. Severson leaves it on the right wing. Back now, making her way is Kegley. Off the window, no. Board coming here to Reese Lavig, who lost it, but will this be a foul on Cotton? It will be. Ava will pick up her third in the team's first of the fourth quarter. 2-2-1 full court pressure defense continues. Rust. This will go to Reese. Left-hand side, Lucas. Lucas jumper from the free throw line. Out, rebound. That is Severson, her third. Severson weaving array. Lucas trying to get the poke away steal. Severson, Euro, no. Offensive rebound, got it! 10 points, 4 rebounds, a chance at 11 points with the end one. That's a 15-point game. Foul on Carly, her second, and the team's second. As we're going to overtime in Kindred, The Vikings and the Highlanders tied at 63, so Valley City comes back to force an extra 4 minutes in overtime. Free throw opportunity. Severson off the iron. Rebound, Winterquist. All right, now if you're Northern Cass, you need something to go your way offensively or defensively. Offensively, Crockett can't make it. Rebound comes down to Severson, her 5th. Severson, the other side of the floor, will handle the basketball now for Central Cass. Squirrels, right-hand side at Holland. Holland bounce pass interior to Kegley. Kegley back to Emery. Holland right wing 3 on the way. Rattling out. Ball tapped out of play off of Northern Cass. Most points Northern Cass has given up this season. 71 against the Highlanders back on January the 11th. Tess Jalbert is going to check into the contest here for the Jags. Early on, Northern Cass is yet to score here in this 4th quarter. Well, for Central Cass, the and one there for Severson. Missed the free throw, but again, Liv now in double digits. Cotton, right-handed side, will leave on the interior to Kegley. Kegley back to Cotton. Jumper, no. Rebound tapped down the hands of Eddie. Winterquist will get
Slavig working hard down there.
And that's what DC Lucas and Northern Cass will need more of that. Crockett to the top. Crockett, jumper, 17, got it. Northern Cass might need more of that as well, as Crockett now with 21. Back to 13. Cotton crossing over in the front court. Left-hand side, Severson. Severson gets by Jensen, and there's a foul. Jensen's going to make Liv earn it at the free throw line. Josie will get tabbed with her 2nd, team's 3rd, and 2 free throws upcoming here for the sophomore. 2 of 3 from the free throw line so far for the 5'9" sophomore guard. Severson buries the first. And Central Cass, it's like coming at you in waves, and that's what it's been over the years for Jay Bachman. But I tell you what, with a kind of a new crew here this season, Angie, this kind of feels like reminiscent of Central Cass the last 4 or 5 years here for Region 1 girls basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, these girls played against that core from last year as well, so they've got all the experience, and just, you can see it.
Crockett will see the basketball here. Bounce pass interior Winterquist, and this will go out of play. And the other thing, we'll see a timeout on the floor. We'll talk about the other thing after the break. 5:54 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Squirrels fans on their feet here at Northern Cass.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com. This time out brought to you in part by Bank North. Bank North, they're more than just a bank. They're a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more information, go to iBankNorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. If you're a fan of girls wrestling, we got you covered the next 48 hours. There's a quad tomorrow in Castleton, and it's the Belle of the Brawl tournament coming up at 10 o'clock in the morning. 40-plus teams, 350-plus girls wrestlers in Castleton. I'll be on Saturday for you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Angie, going back to Central Cass, saying, you know what it reminds me of the Squirrels of yesteryears with the Conte Smiths, the Tori Richters, the Cotton Twins, so to speak, of the world. Well, you kind of hit it. How big is practicing against that competition, and now you're getting that confidence seen ballooned here as there is a turnover. But Central Cass knew they had to wait a little bit. They knew there was going to be some bumps on the road. But I tell you what, if they play like this, that confidence of going up against those teams, Angie, is really paying dividends right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. We see it in volleyball too with this group from Northern Cass. It's, you know, some girls may not get to start varsity until their senior year, but they've been working hard those first 3 years against those varsity girls to earn that spot, and it just, you learn so much by playing against them and in practice.
Oh, speaking of who's playing well, Emery Holland has had herself a nice handful of games here this season. She buries a 3. She's got 6. Lucas inside Winterquist now, and all of a sudden now, this one's starting to teeter away from the Jags. Tess Jalbert will pick up her 2nd, team's 4th, and This might be one of those nights where if you're DC Lucas, you just say, hey, if Central Cass plays Kindred, Oak Grove, Valley City, Wahpeton like this, they have just as much of a chance to beat anybody. I think that region tournament, Angie, from a fan's perspective, is going to be a lot of fun to see certain games.
Yeah, I think any given night, any of these teams, any of the teams you just named could win against each other. And so it made it Central Cass's night. Everything that they're shooting, most of it is falling. Jaguars are having some difficulties, but they're getting good looks. So
that's the thing. Kegley off the front iron. Ball will be tapped out of play. And overtime in Kindred, also on yourliveevent.com. Where's picture-in-picture on your mobile devices? That's what you need. You need the old picture-in-picture from 20 years ago. That was like the new thing in televisions.
Right, now you just have your phone and your
TV.
iPad. An iPad, so you could watch 3.
That's your picture-in-picture. Again, we got you covered. Lisbon, Oak Grove, Kindred, alongside Valley City, and the Squirrels and Jakes here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Tesh Jalbert up top, Lucas. Looking on the interior, Winterquist. Winterquist with the dribble gets fouled, and Emery Holland will pick up the foul, her 4th. Team second of the quarter, and Addie goes to the free throw line. Northern Cass 2 points in the quarter so far, 7 for Central Cass. The Squirrels are 2 points away from matching their season high offensively as well. Kenley Hogg will check in. She's had herself a nice game. Also, Aspen Preen, maybe not from an offensive standpoint, but has done some good defensive work here tonight for Coach Bachman as Winterquist goes 2 for 2 from the line.
And that's huge. I mean, that could be your role for the season or for the night, that you're just there to shut people down, and it's a huge role.
Left-handed side with the basketball. Seaver sitting out to the baseline. Kegley zips a pass to Preen. Central Cass can be very deliberate here, up by, again, 16 points. They can milk some clock off as here will be Tesh Jalbert able to get the steal. So you got Winterquist with 2 free throws. Tess gets the steal. Now we'll see if Northern Cass can capitalize here. Open. Crockett, left wing 3 on the way. Buries it. Crockett with the triple. She's got 24. It's a little 5-0 run for the Jags. Central Cass and Jake Mottman wants to stop that run here. We'll break with them. 4:12 left to play in the 4th quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Central Cass Schools' mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Take a look at the final numbers. That and more still to come here from Northern Cass. After the timeout from Coach Bachman, Northern Cass comes out a little half-court trap when they could there. Central Cass able to break it. Right-hand side to Preen. Preen will zip it on the interior to Cotton. Spinning her way, and there's a foul. Kegley will go to the free throw line, and we have a final for you in Kindred. In overtime, Vikings down the Highliners 75-72. So with that, 2 teams now 7-2 in the region in Valley City and Kindred. Free throw opportunity is up and good here for Kegley, now in double digits with 10. Also tonight, downtown Fargo getting late. Oak Grove is going to pick up a victory over Lisbon. Second free throw attempt is good for Kegley. Now with 11, that means the Grovers will improve to 2-6 in region play, while Lisbon will drop to 0-9. Crockett, right wing, bounce pass on the inside. Jensen, foul on Central Cass with Severson, her 3rd, and a team's 3rd. Talk about earlier, Angie, you said, finding your roles. We were mentioning that with Aspen Preen. How large is that as a coach when you have players, no matter freshmen up through seniors, whether they get a lot of minutes or they get a lot of run or not, but they find just their role on the team, no matter what that role is?
I think it's such a huge, especially in basketball too. I know I've talked to Tess, and obviously if you watch Reese play, it's like you can see they're out there for huge defensive roles, and you may contribute a couple points here or there, but you're there to just shut down, and it can affect the other team in huge ways if you can take out one of their best players.
Left-handed side, Kegley, jumper, 17-footer, no. Rebound comes down to Lucas. Lucas now with 5. Looking for it with Crockett. Crockett going hard to the paint, and there's a foul, and Crockett will go to the line to shoot 2. And in downtown Fargo, Oak Grove picks up the victory over the Lisbon Broncos here tonight, a final 69-37. Oak Grove with the win over Lisbon. So all of a sudden now, Central Cass trying to ill afford of what they did to Kindred late a week ago here tonight when they were down by 10, 12 points and all of a sudden made a late flurry. Northern Cass is trying to do that to the Squirrels here as Crockett buries the first. 25 on the night for Hayden. She averages 28. Second free throw is good as well. And Jakes, how quickly can you make it a single-digit game here? Other side of the floor, Cotton trying to get out of Dead Man's Alley. Leaves it right-hand side. Nice backdoor find to Kegley for 2. That was a really good offensive set.
They anticipated really well where each other were going to be, and they found him.
Right-hand side, Reese Lovick. Shot fake, Lovick to the paint, and she gets fouled by Preen. So Preen will pick up her second. Both teams in the double bonus from here on out, and 2 free throws here for Lovick. Race to the free throw line, 71 points, again a season high for Central Cass scoring. Free throw attempt is no good, also 71 is the most that Northern Cass has given up second time this season. As Jalbert will check out, Rust will come in. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for the 5'4" sophomore. Lovick makes the second. Jags 5 of 6 on the quarter from the free throw line. Back to full court pressure defense. And here's where if you're Northern Cass, you got to start chasing the game, getting a little bit deeper into passing lanes, trying to get the steal. Crockett will pick up the foul before the shot. Hayden, that's her 4th, and Ava Cotton, who has yet to score here in the quarter, has 21 in the game, goes to the free throw line for Central Cass. Cotton has put her hat in the ring for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Angie, as much as she's done offensively here, I know saying, well, you know, Hayden Crockett's got 20-some points, and she's been on the guard of it for most of it. What have you liked most about her defense here tonight?
Yeah, she's just been on Hayden and whoever has the ball, and she's just been able to keep them from getting to the basket effectively as they want to.
Cotton misses the second. Jump ball, the arrow will go towards Northern Cass. So Jags with that Crockett foul actually proves to be a good foul because no points go on the board. But now if you're the Jags, you can ill afford to have any more empty possessions. Free throw line or made field goals. Central Cass trying to see how quickly this last 2:30 can go. Crockett 3, no. Long rebound. Crockett tallies it. Her 7th. Inside Jensen jumper, no. Rebound eventually in the hands of Severson. Cotton crossing the timeline. Left-handed side with the basketball. Nice little give and go with Preen. Back to Severson to Haug. Kinley between the rings. Back to Ava. Cotton up top to Kegley. Kegley, right-handed side with the basketball to Preen. Ball screen coming. Preen looking for it on the interior. Making her way is Kegley over Russ. Can't get it, and the ball will go off of Becca here, but 28 seconds goes off the clock there, Angie. So even though they don't score, Central Cass again able to shorten this game up a bit.
Yeah, good. I mean, good defensive stop for the Jaguars, but like you said, yeah, it took a lot of time off the clock.
Lovick, the other side of the floor. Rush trying to get it before it's an over and back, does, but right to a squirrel here. Kegley to Haug. Kinley, jumper from 15, got it to go, and Jay Buckman with a smile at Countrywide on the sideline. Haug with 11 points off the bench. Other side, Lovick throws it up off the front iron. Rebound, Jensen, put back off the window, got it for 2. 17 points, 6 rebounds here for Jensen. Kinley Haug, we'll see this in the front court. Ball screen coming. Kinley left-hand side with Preen. As we'll have a timeout before the travel or before the turnover. And we will get a timeout for head coach Jay Bachman. See if it's a 30-second or substitution timeout here, as it looks to be a 30-second timeout. We'll break with them on your live event.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment.
Well, sometimes they even dupe the announcer, as that timeout will just be for a substitution timeout here. 73-61. Central Cass and Northern Cass kind of unload the benches here. Right-handed side, Bjerke leaves it to the baseline. That's to Bussey. Back up top now in the hands of Ellison. Liv jumper off the front iron. Rebound eventually in the hands of Faith Bjerke. Right-handed side, we'll see the basketball with Ellison. Back to the top of the key here with Bussey. Bussey will see this one. Right-handed side to Hushka. Hushka baseline. Shot got it to go. Addison Hushka with a main field goal. Season high again for Central Cass. Their average 51. So they're going to have at least 24 more than that. Other side of the floor. Jumper going to be in for two here for the Jays. Reese now with three. For Central Cass, able to get a road victory here to improve to 8-7 on the season. 5-4 in Region 1 play. Well, for Northern Cass, they will drop to 11-5 and 4-4 now in the region. Your final tonight from Northern Cass. 75-63, the Squirrels pick up the victory here this evening. We're back after this with our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Congratulations, Chase, on your award.
Leo at the left wing, couple hard dribbles in the paint, backdoor cut, and a block shot by Sim.
From all of us with your live event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
The Haugo into Bruin territory, 40. Little shake and bake, 30. Haugo could go. It's another house call for Peter Haugo.
Congratulations, Chase Miller.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
As we come back on our post-game show, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Love your ride at Tommy's Express. You can sign up on the app today. They have the tools to keep your car clean inside and out. That's Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. Chase Miller, Angie Johnson, Abby Weibly again running the camera for us here tonight. Angie, before we kind of let you bow out for the evening, your biggest takeaway here from a very offensive eruption, if you will, for Central Cass. Again, a season high in terms of their 75 points here this evening. And Northern Cass, they had themselves a pretty nice game in their own right with 63, but what'd you be impressed with most here tonight from the Central Cass perspective here today, Angie?
You know, just listening to the coaches' keys of the game and what their plan was, and they went out there and they executed it, you know, pulling Northern Cass out of the lane to try to get those opportunities to kind of dribble, penetrate, pass it out, and then their shots were just falling.
The one thing here, if you're Northern Cass, obviously this one's going to sting because you go to 4-4 in Region 1 play, but I think you hit it on the head too, Sade. They had good looks, 5-footers, 10-footers. They were getting in the paint. Sometimes it's just not your night. It just doesn't rattle out. The one thing from DC Lucas, they'll have a quick turnaround is you got more rivals coming into town on Tuesday here with the Kinder Vikings. But what was the one takeaway moving forward from a Northern Cass perspective?
You know, I thought they did a lot. I mean, despite the loss, I thought they did a lot of good things that I haven't seen them do all year. You know, they were a little bit more patient holding on to the ball and waiting for their teammates to get open. And then, like you said, they had good looks. They shot really good shots. They just didn't go in. And I thought their rebounding was a lot better this game too than what I've seen. So little improvements, and, anything can happen at the end of the season. And I think they just need to keep learning and trying to just get better each day.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back after this, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That and more is still to come here on your liveevent.com.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
As we come back here, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. In this one, go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is the 5'9" junior Ava Cotton. 21 points, 8 rebounds we had Ava down for, and she buried 3 threes, 2 of them in the third quarter. Ava Cotton had 9 of the 27 first quarter points here tonight for the Central Cass Squirrels. Ava Cotton is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and finishing with a team-high 21 points as the Squirrels now are 8-7 on the season. We go from there to our Artie Cantor feature precision play of the contest, and that's the three-point line here for Central Cass. They hit 8 threes, and they go 12 of 14 from the free throw line. Again, when you're able to hit the threes and hit the free throws, you're going to win a lot of games, and even having to have a 27-point first quarter, that goes a long way as well. Again, our Artie Cantor Prizes feature precision play the contest here for the Central Cass Squirrels, hitting the threes, 8 of them, and burying 12 free throws. Artie Cantor Prizes with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planting updates, information, questions, and more, go to RDKenterprises.com. Back after this, we'll hear from Ava Cotton and Jay Bachman around the corner here on your live event.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
As we come back on our post-game show, join us here from the Central Cass Squirrels. That is Ava Cotton with a career high in this one, 21 points. As we mentioned, 3 made threes. Ava, 27 points in the first quarter. You can win a lot of games when you score that way. What was clicking for you guys offensively for a season high in scoring in a game here tonight, Ava?
Well, this is a big rivalry for us, so we really wanted to come out aggressive. And most of our games this season, we haven't started very strong. So we knew that if we wanted to win tonight, we had to come out and show them, like, we're here to play.
And then, Kinley comes off the bench. He hits a couple threes, 11 points. What have you just seen from a middle schooler in terms of learning the varsity system with you guys here this season in terms of what she's provided off the bench?
She's a quiet one, but she's a good shooter. She's a good ball handler. She just brings a lot to our team. Just as a little 7th grader. I love her. She's quiet, but she's a killer.
And then on top of that, obviously, Liv does what Liv does, right? 12 points, 6 rebounds. But, Becca had herself a nice night as well, 13 points. What did you like most about Becca's play here this evening?
I feel like we all really clicked with Becca. We found her in the post. She did what she does, and she finished well, and it was awesome for her.
Able to pick up a road win. You have Oak Grove coming up on Monday, then you head to Wapiton. What's the biggest thing you hope to carry over from this one, Ava, when you get to some more Region 1 competition that you're going to see here the next couple of weeks?
Keep being aggressive, keep hitting shots. I think almost everyone hit a 3 tonight, which was great for us. Just keep pushing and keep wanting to win.
A final thing for you. What do you hope to take from this game moving forward? What do you hope to bottle up for 32 minutes of basketball here tonight at Hunter to take with you back to Castleton in your next game on Monday against the Grovers?
Just the fun that we had. We clicked really well, and we had fun, and it was
It was just great for us.
Congratulations on the win, Ava. Best of luck moving forward.
Thanks, Chase.
Ava Cotton, again, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, will continue after this from Hunter.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
As we continue on our post-game show, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Joining us now is Jay Bachman, the head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels. And Jay, 27 points in the first quarter. What was working offensively here tonight as both teams nearly combined for 46 in the first quarter, for crying out loud? But what was working from your point of view?
I mean, I'm not sure how many threes we hit, but we had a couple threes. We had a couple and ones. I mean, we were hot, right? We were hot at the right time. And before the game, we talked to the girls, is we have to come out hot. We have to come out ready to play. And they answered, right? They answered I answered the call and came out ready to go. And yeah, that's a huge quarter. I mean, that's a huge quarter for any team. Huge quarter for us.
Ava Cotton, again, career high, 21 points. What did she provide to the squad, throughout the week of practice, but also here tonight in terms of, as she was guarding Hayden, and I know when Hayden scores 26, you might say, well, maybe didn't do a great job, but with how much Hayden gets the ball, yeah, I think she did a really good job to kind of minimize her from that three-point line as well defensively.
For sure. Ava's our motor, right? When she's going, our team's going. When she pushes us, we push ourselves, right? So she's our motor. Like, practices, watching film, in the games, like, you can tell I don't know if she came out tonight. I don't think she did. Because when she's on the court, we just play at that better pace. We play at that higher level of intensity. And sticking her up on, I mean, she's not little, but she is fast. Like, she's just got quick reflexes, quick hands. She tips so many balls that shouldn't be tipped just because of her reflexes are so good.
And the one thing, too, we had Angie Johnson as a color commentator tonight. We were talking about Aspen Preen, right? A role player defensively. She might not need to score a lot, but in terms of what did she provide off the bench defensively for you guys here tonight?
She is so athletic. It's crazy. It doesn't matter what sport you put her in. She's going to do something for you because she's just so stinking athletic. The most exciting thing about her is she's got a short memory, right? Maybe she makes a mistake, but then bang, she hits that three in the corner, right? Like, she's just got that instinctual things that she needs to go around. Really happy for her defensively, and her boards, like, she doesn't get a lot of boards, but she gets big boards at big times, and she gets some old boards, and that's awesome because we're not a real big team, so any old board is awesome.
Final thing for you, Jay. What do you hope to bottle up for 32 minutes of basketball? You got Oak Grove and Wapaton next week. A ton of Region 1 games still left on the docket before you get to the Shack for that Region 1 tournament. But what do you hope to bottle up from 4 quarters of basketball here tonight moving forward throughout the rest of the season?
Coming out to a hot start, right? Not just getting down in a hole. We weren't in a hole. I don't know if we were trailing hardly the whole game, maybe a little bit at the first quarter, but we weren't trailing, so we weren't having to fight back. So if we can come out to those hot starts, stay in games, like we haven't really been blown out this whole season because we grind and we grind and we grind. So if we can come out to those hot starts, it's just so much easier for the girls, like just easier for everybody.
Jay, thanks so much for your time and best of luck on Monday against the Grovers.
Thank you.
Jay Bachman, head coach for Central Cass. We'll put a bow on this one when we return.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
As we come back here again, your final tonight on yourliveevent.com. The Central Cass Squirrels winning over Northern Cass 75-63. Final numbers here in this one. The Squirrels 12 of 14 from the free throw line, 8 threes with 12 turnovers. Individual numbers, Ava Cotton 21 points, 8 rebounds. You had the 13 points of Kegley, also with 3 boards. The 12 of Liv Severson with 6 rebounds and 11 points here for Kinley Haug. 4 players in double digits for the Squirrels. 6 points then for Emery Holland with a pair of threes, 5 for Covervig and 5 for Aspen Preen. And 2 points on the way for Hushka. For Northern Cass, 26 points of Hayden Crockett. Crockett also went 8 of 10 from the free throw line with a pair of threes. From there, 17 points for Jensen with 6 rebounds. 7 points for Ellie Lucas. 6 points for Winterquist. 3 points on the way for Reese Lovick. 2 here for Tesh Jalbert. And 2 for Addie Russ as well here for Northern Cass. Again, the Jags were led by the 26 of Crockett and the 17 of Jensen. Northern Cass next up will be Tuesday night here on yourliveevent.com, hosting the Vikings, a doubleheader with the boys. Girls will start at around 6 o'clock. Central Cass, they will play host to the Grovers on Monday night. So here's the latest Region 1 standings. Valley City and Kindred both now at 7-2 on the season after Kindred won in overtime by 3 tonight against the Highlanders. Then from there, you have a 5-4 Central Cass team, Wahpeton at 5-3, and Northern Cass at 4-4. The Grovers are 2-6 in Lisbon at 0-9 after the Grovers beat the Broncos 69-37. That does it for our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. And Central Cass picks up the win here tonight at Northern Cass. For more high school coverage, go to our website at yourliveevent.com. Check out more games, including the boys hoops tomorrow night here for the Jags, hosting the Carrington Cardinals, while we will have girls wrestling from Castleton tomorrow night for Central Cass Athletics and the Belle of the Brawl wrestling tournament as well on Saturday morning starting at 10 o'clock. On behalf of Angie Johnson alongside Abby Weibly, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for joining us, and go to yourliveevent.com for more coverage throughout the rest of the week.